Okay, we're going to start with day 4, identifying independent and dependent quantities from tables and graphs. This is TEAC 6.6a, and the new concept is dependent and independent. Today's lesson will include notes, which we're going over right now, a aspiring practice, and I would suggest that you do it as the Google form. See the instructions on the board for where it is in the Google Classroom, and then we'll have a quizzes that you can take, and folks, that's my drawing there, and I will be providing you with a little bit of discussion about that. So, dependent and independent. Look forward to doing that for you. In fact, I'll do it right now. And glad you're back. Here's what I'd like to be doing for you is independent value quantities. That's the X value. The quantity does not depend on another quantity. So let's go ahead and always be in a habit of putting your Y here and your X here. Okay? So that this would be your X axis and this would be your Y axis. An example of an independent is number of hours worked. An example of a dependent variable is the amount you get paid, because it depends on the amount of hours that you work. All right. With that, let's go ahead and create X's and Y's. All right. Notice you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the ones. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Make sure I'm on the page, folks. All right. So for Y, for the first ordered pair is 1, 2. Where X is 2, it is 4. For X is 3, it is 6. And where X is 4, Y is 8. Alright, so this is your independent, and this is your dependent. That's a P. Alright, let's move on to the next. Again, this is your Y. This is your X. Dependent, independent. Alright. Let's go ahead, make your X's and your Y's. The X's again are 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And your Y's are 1 to 2. Right there. 2 is 4. 3 is 6. And so these are all your dependent. These are all your independent. Okay. Number of cars is X. Total number of tires. Create a list of independent from the graph. Well, X, we have 3, 5, 8, and 20. List of dependent. Okay, lists of dependent are 12, 20, 32, and 80. Let's go on to the second page. And we have the table below shows the number of flights of stairs walked and the number of calories burned. Well, which is the dependent? Or let's start off with which is the independent? It's the number of flights climbed. But depending on how many flights you climbed, you determine how many calories you burn. So those are the Y's. The amount of stairs climbed is an independent let's make them pendant quantity, and the number of calories burned is the dependent. My spelling is wrong here. It's a D. Sorry about that. List the dependent quantities of the table below. They are 5, 15, 25, and 35. And these are the Y's. Graph shows the distance. Graph shows the distance a dolphin traveled after so many hours. So the list of the independent variables from the graph below are the X. These are the dependent. So what are they? Well, they are these right here. 25, 50, 75, 100, and 125. Probably could have used 0 as well. Okay, what I want you to do is now go on to the Google Forms in your Google Classroom and do the independent practice, and it's called Google Form 6.6a. 6.6. Whoops. 6.6a Google Form. All right. And go ahead and do that, and I'm going to start showing answers so that you will have it available to you if you're being absent. And have a good day.